My parents skipped my graduation like it was nothing, but the moment they saw my $1.2 million penthouse online, suddenly I became their pride. Funny how success makes people remember you. "Are you seriously not coming?" my mom asked over the phone. I was standing in my tiny apartment kitchen, holding a coffee mug, staring at the paper stuck to the wall. "Graduation ceremony, 2:00 p.m. I replied quietly, "Mom, today is my graduation." A short silence. Then she sighed. "Yes, I know, but your sister has her engagement party today. Everyone's going to be there. You understand, right?" I forced a small laugh, but it came out dry. "So, you're choosing her party over my graduation?" "It's not about choosing," she said quickly. "Your ceremony will be recorded. We'll watch it later." "And me?" I asked. "Will you show up for me later, too?" Her tone shifted. "Don't make this dramatic. You're already doing fine. Your sister needs attention right now." I paused, then said, "Okay." Her voice softened instantly. "We're proud of you, sweetheart, really." I hung up, and in that moment, something inside me settled. I was never their priority. Not once. At the ceremony, I sat alone while everyone else laughed, hugged their parents, took pictures. The girl next to me asked, "Your family coming?" I smiled lightly. "They're busy." "Yeah, that sucks." I nodded. "It does." When my name was called, I walked on stage, took my degree, and came back down. People clapped, but it didn't feel like it was for me. After everything ended, I sat alone in my car, staring at my phone. The family group chat was exploding. Pictures of my sister smiling in a designer dress, decorations, lights, cake. Caption, "So proud of our girl, Red Red." I just stared at it, then locked my screen. That night, I made a decision. I wouldn't fight for their attention anymore. I'd build something so strong that one day, they'd see it without me saying a word. Growing up, it was always like this. My younger sister, Olivia, was the center of everything. If she was upset, the whole house paused. If I was upset, I was told, "You're strong, you'll handle it." Once I asked my mom for money to buy formal clothes for an interview. She said, "Not right now, we'll see next month." That same week, Olivia got an expensive dress for a random party. I didn't argue. I just remembered. Even my dad once said at dinner, "Olivia has a charm. You're a bit quiet. People naturally connect with her." I smiled and said, "Maybe I don't try hard enough." He shrugged. "Exactly." That word stayed with me. Exactly. So I stopped trying for them and started working for myself. After college, I took 2 jobs. Mornings at a cafe, evenings working online. No complaints, no drama. Just progress. While Olivia lived her life, parties, trips, relationships, always supported, always celebrated. One day she laughed and said, "You're lucky." I asked, "How?" She smirked. "No one expects anything from you. You're basically invisible." I thought she was joking. She was. So I became invisible on purpose. Less calls, short replies. All focus on building my life. I got into tech, worked remotely, earned promotions, started side projects. Then I moved into real estate. First a small apartment, then another, then another. Quiet moves, smart decisions. No announcements. No validation needed. 4 years later, my life didn't look the same anymore. And then one day, I bought a penthouse. Top floor, glass walls, city skyline, private balcony. $1.2 million. I stood there holding the keys, in complete silence. No applause. No, "We're proud of you." Just me. And for the first time, that felt enough. On the day I moved in, I took a simple picture on the balcony. Posted it. Caption, "Finally home." That's it. An hour later, my phone started blowing up. Friends, colleagues, congratulations everywhere. Then a message from an unknown number. Darling, we need to talk. Is that penthouse yours? We had no idea you were doing this well. I stared at it. Another message came. We're so proud of you. Call me. I didn't reply. Hours later, I simply wrote, busy, maybe later. The next day, my dad left a voicemail. That place looks amazing. We should celebrate, call us. Celebrate. I turned my phone off. 2 days later, I decided to visit them. But this time, it wasn't the same girl walking back in. When I reached the house, my mom opened the door and froze. Oh my God. She looked me up and down. Nothing flashy. Just confidence. I walked in. Dad stood up. You look different. I replied calmly, I am. We sat down. Silence filled the room. Then my mom spoke. Why didn't you tell us you were doing so well? I looked straight at her. When should I have told you? On my graduation day. Silence. My dad cleared his throat. That situation was complicated. I cut him off. No, it was simple. You chose her. Olivia spoke quickly. That's not fair. I looked at her. It felt very fair that day. She went quiet. Mom said softly, we never meant to hurt you. You didn't mean to, I said, but you did, repeatedly. Dad added defensively, we always supported you. I smiled slightly. Supported me by not showing up. No one answered. I leaned forward. You know what hurt the most? That message, so proud of our girl. Mom looked down. Olivia whispered, I didn't ask them to miss your graduation. I know, I said, you never had to. Silence again. Heavy. Then my mom said, we want to fix this. Come over, we'll visit you, spend time together. I looked at her. Why? She blinked. Because we're family. I shook my head slowly. We were family when it mattered. My dad asked, so what are you saying? I'm saying, I replied calmly, you don't get access to my life now just because it looks successful. Olivia muttered, that's harsh. I looked at her. So was sitting alone at my graduation. No one spoke. I stood up. My mom stood too. Please don't shut us out. As I walked to the door, I said quietly, I didn't shut you out, you just never showed up. I walked out. Sat in my car. Took a deep breath. No tears. No anger. Just clarity. I drove away. Now they still text sometimes. Hope you're doing well. Miss you. I reply. Short, polite, distant. I don't hate them. But they're no longer the center of my world. That space. I rebuilt it myself. And honestly, that's power. If this hit you somewhere deep, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stories like this aren't just stories, they're reminders of your worth.